Hello world, it is J-Bob the Video Game Slob coming back at ya from another stumbling over a bunch of crap on the ground kind of a night. And there was an empty hams in that shot. And so what I wanted to lead off with here is the restoration of the Atari that I did. There's the power supply. So this was the 6-switch telegames, or if I can get the light right here. Oh boy, that's hard to get. Man, it pops in person, but boy, it didn't show up on camera. There it kind of is. The video arcade, as they called them. So these are the Sears version of what Atari put out, and so 6-switch because it has 6 switches. You probably knew that. And what made it really cool, and this is upside down now, is it's from Sunnyvale, California. So these were from the run that were made in America. And boy, when they say heavy sixer, if you haven't, or heavy 6-switcher, if you haven't felt one, like, oh my god, so these are just so heavy. And so what that is the shielding in them, and you can see the unique profile if you look at the curves on one of these. So not only is the burled wood just a super cool effect, and the foil's pretty sweet as well. And the idea of having more switches just always appeals to me. But the weight of it's really cool. The lines are really crazy. If you've not cleaned these up, and as you can tell from the videos before, I don't even know how many this is. I'm gonna guess 2 or 3 dozen. These can be really hard to clean, and I thought I did a great job on it. But even after it dries, or after you've cleaned them, you can see that there's still little specks. And it's probably not going to come up on camera. There you go, you can kind of see it, how there's those slats there for the circles on each side. And you can see, there's just a little more dirt in these. And so they are just unrelenting to clean. I wish I could show you the rag. Well, I don't, because you guys saw the preview of it. But it looks gorgeous, and so I hope the next video, I mean, these dings I'm never going to be able to get out, but if you look back at the old video, like, restoring this was really cool. Even the cords were filthy. So I'm going to hopefully, maybe, get some footage. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, because I'm one person, and I do this all by myself, but, like, restoring these things, or getting them cleaned and getting them going, is super cool. And so I hope to be able to at least show you some of the games that I will play on it and that kind of thing. So I got that done today. In the meantime, I got a little bit of a funny, crazy pickup story here. So this certainly isn't anything very interesting, but somebody gave me a Dell PC Gaming. It starts off with League of Legends on the front, magazine or buy ad kind of thing that they send you in the mail. So just the kind of thing that people give me that I think is cool, and I'll put it in the collection, but that is what it is. So I'll show you some games in a second, but what this is a free Sony PlayStation that sounds like a rattle for my 1-year-old, but is just in gross condition, and there's no way in heck this thing's going to work. But somebody gave it to me for free from the video game store. Oh, look at all that corrosion. Look at the missing plates. It's just garbage. And it has the issue with the spring. So if you try to open it, oh, there it opens, but then it doesn't close. So it's one of those. But hey, free buttons probably out of that. And so I'll tell the story when I get to the other games I got out of that. But I got that for free. Madden 09, the blue PSP. Mine came with the gig drive. The Madden, but it comes in this cool little shell case. And as you guys know, well, maybe you don't know, and I should show off sometime, I have a kind of a cool Madden 09 collection. So I didn't have the version that came in this game, but it didn't come with these 2 games. So it doesn't have that, but it did have the power supply and a memory card, and it came in a box. And so I got this from the pawn store for 35 bucks, because they posted it on an app, and they said it was 40. But the people are pretty cool. The condition isn't mint. You can see the issue with the box there, and obviously on the front, giant white patch. So kind of hideous. But if it wasn't Madden 09, I don't know that I would have paid 35 bucks for that. But I did, because I'm a sucker. So there you go. Feel better than me. You know, feel good about yourselves tonight because you didn't buy that one, but I paid 35 bucks for that piece of crap. So going back to the game store, this dude came in who was just, I don't know, I'm going to say on something, and he was trading in the most absolute garbage crap of all time. And so there's actually more of it that, I know, I'm a knucklehead, but I didn't get in this video. But, so anyway, he and the store owner, the guy that I know that owns it, were a buck apart. And I just said, if I give the buck, can we make this deal happen so you get out of here? Because we had some stuff I wanted to do. And so he said, yeah. So I gave him $1. I said, what do you want to give me for the buck? Because he had NES games and like a couple Donkey Kongs on the 2600 that my friend didn't have in stock. So I ended up for $1 with Real Store Splitball, garbage game, Mousetrap for the Coleco that is just gorgeous, hideous. Yeah, a wrecked Pac-Man, you know, the worst game of all time. I think this is the only somewhat salvageable game in it. Spring Post version of Laser Blast. No cool foam inside or anything like that. Not a rare version. Space Attack, probably the most common Mattel game, and you can just look at the condition on these. And actually, I should point that out. If you are looking at Mattel games, some have this M network. There it is. Stamp in them. Some don't. So I don't know. I kind of like the M network stamp better. I think this is the Sears version of Math Grand Prix. I'm going to have to look this one up, but I'm sure it's freaking garbage and nobody wants a math game for the Atari. This one's like physically broken and like chipped out, so that's virtual garbage. Space Invaders, you know, the non-picture label version of it, so I guess that's technically a game. And Space Raiders without the specialized controller, so again, I guess that's technically a game. You can see why the video game store owner didn't want to buy it, and so I'm glad I was there to lubricate it just to get the friggin' deal done. So that's that. Mail call. So this was between $4 and $5 for the pair, shipped from Japan. So a decent deal. So it's a dodgeball game on the Super Nintendo that we didn't get here in America, and I can't tell you the names. I'm not that good. But Band Presto with the characters from the Gundam universe. I looked it up before I bid on it, and people kind of said, the knock is it's a little too easy, but we're going to be playing it multiplayer. My buddy bought a Super Famicom, and so, you know, anytime there's a game that we don't have that's kind of like, well, even if it's not worth playing, but it's in that like $1 to $3 range, we just kind of pick it up just to like muddle our way through the Japanese text and play them. So Dodgeball should be really easy from what I saw. Puyo Puyo, which I don't think really need much English, but I don't recall us getting this one in the United States. I could be wrong, but again, for like $1 or something, I think I paid for this. I'm hoping it's worth it. Again, another Band Presto game. So there's 2 of those. Unfortunately, I took it up to the shop, but that guy wasn't coming in that day, and so we didn't get to play it. Here's a real anomaly. So what is this, YouTube? Hopefully you can tell me what this Nintendo Relic is. GPK, New Super Mario Replacement? RVL, so that's the, you know, Revolution, so that's the code name for the Wii. CS, maybe customer service, from Japan, obviously. I have no idea. There's no disc in it. It didn't match anything. It just came into the local game store, so I got it for free. Tell me what that is, YouTube. I'm probably going to put it on Nintendo Age if I don't hear from you. So please let me know. I was kind of talking about in another video picking up a variant, which ended up being the 3rd variant of Wii Sports Resort that came in the sleeve case here. And so I kind of have a sub-collection of games in the sleeve case. And so I just added one the other day, and now within like a week I've added another. So Remington's Great American Bird Hunt. What a bizarre title. What a weird game. I'm sure it sucks. But there you go. I've added that. So when I bought the PSP for 35 bucks from the pawn store, the guy said, you can pick out an extra game. So They didn't have many good ones, but Monster Jam, Urban Assault, I love Monster Jam games, I really do, and it had Skee Ball, so that sold me. So that was my free game from that deal. When I was there, I spent $5 for Air Conflict Pacific Carriers. I have this game, but this is the PS4 version that has exclusive head control, 7 new airplanes. I'm over 10 minutes, so I'm rambling, but anytime somebody has an exclusive, obviously I like to pick those up or have that version. And it's like a $12 to $20 game, so $5 was a good price. $1 Xbox games, and then this video is over. Reckless, very early Xbox game, probably only worth the $1 I paid for it. Nightcaster, I have Nightcaster 2, didn't have Nightcaster 1, terrible condition with all the original GameStop stickers all over it, but for $1, this one's actually going into the collection. I think that's like a $6 game, so something over the cost of shipping, not bad. I didn't really include it, but this goes to the theme of add it to the pile. I have the Jet Set Radio GT 2000, because you see this all the time, and everybody talks about Jet Grind Radio or Jet Set Radio Future, but this game for me was the game that was friggin' awesome. That Ford GT40 was like the most fantastic, I think, I'm probably screwing up the car name, but I think that's what, Ford GT anyway. Freaking fantastic game. So I love this game, and so it comes in every lot, and the game store has several of them, so I've been hoarding these. I don't have near as many as I do Halos, but I'm at probably a half dozen now, so I always keep that, so I bought that for $1. Halo 2, that's not the cover art, that's just on the box, so I hoard Halos, so $1 for that, and $1 for this, the original. So I always just take these out of the market anytime I can find them for $1 or less. So I don't think they should be that price. I think they should be more than that. And so I buy them all up so the market grows dry and people say that they can't find them. I picked up The Thing on Xbox. Really wasn't in great condition, no manual. So I traded that in for $2, so I really made like 90-some cents on that. But so I traded that in. I was also at Goodwill and found a bunch of mangas for 50 cents. So I traded those in. So I ended up getting all my money back with tax out of those and some 90 cents to lower the price on one of these games. But I got some free items. And so one of which was that Remington Wii game. One of which was that Nintendo box. And the other of which isn't in this video. So I'll show that off next time. But anyway, this is what I've been picking up. This is what I paid for some stuff. Here's some free things that I got. Yeah, I don't know. Some cool content coming up still, like I said. I'm going to try to get maybe that free thing that was included in here next time. And get some cool footage of this, refurbished 6-switcher from Sunnyvale from Sears that I'm looking forward to. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to go play that. I appreciate you, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Comment below what that Nintendo thing was, and we'll hear from you next time.